Welcome into Ridgeline High School for Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network as the Grizzlies take to the road to take on another of the top teams in the state of Utah in the Ridgeline Riverhawks. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Pleased to be joined by Coach Sharon Mason. Coach, Copper Hills, Ridgeline, two of the top teams. This should be a good one tonight.
It should be really exciting. We got two really good offensive teams, two really great scorers. It's going to be great to see them go head-to-head.
Talk about some of the great scorers in the state and great teams. Copper Hills coming in 4-1, coming off a nice win over Brighton. And it's been Skyly Barker, 23 points per game. She's been fantastic to lead the way for this Grizzly offense.
Absolutely. She's got some great teammates with her, too, which is going to be great to see that in the game and how they can work together.
Meanwhile, for Ridgeline, they come in undefeated, 5-0. They've been taking care of business. Their average margin of victory, well over 20, nearing 30. It has been a great start for the Riverhawks, and they are led by really one of the best players we've seen in recent years in Emily Skinner.
Yeah, her coach was saying before the game that she's just one of the greatest girls to coach because she's such a great teammate and just really helps to facilitate things for her team. So it'll be great to see that in action tonight.
It is two prolific offenses, and we'll see which one can win out tonight. It's the Riverhawks in their home white and navy, and the Grizzlies in their road navy as we are set to tip off, and this will be Taylor Johnson going up against Emily Skinner, and the opening tip controlled by the Riverhawks. This is sent over with McKady Jenks. Gives with Munford. Here's Reagan Brown. Smith working in with Munford. Good defense. Barker with the steal.
Great hands right there.
Barker pushing up the floor. Here's Marston in the block looking for Skyly. Floats it up and scores. First points of the game for Copper Hills.
Nice, good floater right down that middle.
How about Copper Hills getting out on the run here early, leading to the first field goal. Inside and contact. And the foul called here is it's going to go on Ella Creer coming over defensively. She'll be called for her first.
The thing with the Copper Hills defense is they've got those long arms that really, it's going to clog up that middle. It's going to be really hard.
That was one of the things I was actually interested in. We talk about Skinner as the first free throw for Ridgeline made by Abby Munford, but we talk about Skinner. I was kind of curious if the length of this Copper Hills defense may introduce some new challenges for Ridgeline here tonight.
Absolutely. I think that's a good point.
Here's Barker. Want to remind you, the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we start it early, stop it late, that sort of a thing. Is this one given up? Ooh. And poked away by
those
Barker.
Hands. Those
nice
hands.
play.
Yeah.
And boy, officials coming together. Do we have a foul?
Oh, I think they were debating who it went off of.
So this will be Skinner to trigger. And we talk about her season this year, 29 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. Like having a fantastic senior year for these Riverhawks. She's got it here. Work to the corner. That one couldn't be handled, but thrown in. Nice play there by McKady Jenks.
Way to stick with it.
Inbounding with Skinner, being defended by Marston. Kick to the corner, 3 on the way. That
Absolutely.
one good. Reagan Brown with the triple.
Finding that open person in the corner, that's awesome.
Brown, just a sophomore. We talk about all the scoring of Skinner, but there's 3 others who average 7, 8, 9 for this Ridgeline offense.
Well, and she'll find them.
Marston works with Frazier. Aspen trying to work baseline. That help was there, but she stepped out. And Copper Hills turns it over.
That was a good pass, though. She stayed in.
Well, great idea. I mean, if you're going to get that help collapsing down, you can get teammates open, right?
Absolutely. Find that person right there in the middle.
Trying to work that inside. That was deflected by Frazier.
Great
Another steal for
hands
Copper
again.
Hills. Marston. Handoff, Frazier. Gives to Barker. Defended by Skinner. She'll find the corner. Johnson working in the paint. Frazier, that shot deflected, kept here, and a foul called inside. Great stick-to-itiveness there by Copper Hills.
Great offensive rebound. That's one of the things that the Ridgeline coach talked to us about before the game, is that they needed to keep them off the boards. They're relentless on those boards.
Yeah, the board by Creer sends her to the line. She's got 2, makes the first. First personal foul on Abby Munford, the first team foul on Ridgeline as well. 2 for 2, good trip to the line there for Creer. Smith works back with Jenks. Baseline boy had an opening, instead kicks out. Jenks on the drive. Able to get that over with Munford, won't go.
Good defensive possession there for Copper Hills.
Stepped out again.
Oh.
You talk about that defense.
Barely on
Talk
that
about
line,
Skinner
yeah.
really playing that sideline, taking away the room from Barker.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, she got right over to that sideline, which is great defensive play.
And a lot of times you'll see players try to establish that
another
positioning
corner.
and draw the charge, but
Yeah, she just kind of forced her out of bounds, didn't she?
yep, offensive board won't go. Frazier the board.
There she's putting that pressure on again.
Looking up, Creer. Got close, but maybe got stuck underneath the backboard a bit. Ridgeline now pushing with Brown. Long 3, that one off the mark. Offensive board for Smith. And Frazier with the clear. Marston into the paint. Little turnaround for Ayla. Copper Hills back on top.
It was a nice turnaround move.
Copper Hills, both their field goals, I think, have come on the run here, Coach.
Yeah, on that, pushing that ball.
What
Giving
a
them
block.
that early look.
What a block there by Ella Creer. .348 to go here, opening quarter in the corner.
Again, another deflection.
The defense for Copper Hills has been good. It's been intense.
Solid. Yeah, their hands are just creating some problems for Ridgeline.
Tough to get it into Skinner. See that help on those double teams. That intercepted.
Good little steal.
Marston works to Frazier. She'll try baseline here again. Help coming over. Couldn't split it.
It's a good cutoff on that baseline by Ridgeline right there.
And that one taken away.
Oh.
Frazier out in front. Too strong.
Barely missed it.
Ridgeline on the run. Other end. No.
Won't go.
And this one ripped away by Marston. Poked away from behind by Skinner. Oh, what a read there by Jenks.
What a pass.
Saw that lane was open, went right to the rim.
It was a great cut and a great finish.
Here's Frazier. Inside Creer, sending out. And Barker fouled here.
Sorry, Ridgeline is really getting that pressure up too, though. It's creating some problems for Copper Hills as well.
But I love the recognition there. If they're going to be hard to close that out, then you've got a driving opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And Barker able to take advantage of that, find herself at the line. I have a comment, but we're going to wait because I'm becoming more superstitious with age. So the first free throw here for Skylee, good.
Very good.
Got one more here.
Superstition can be a little good, though, right?
Well, actually, you're going to get, you're going to be putting Jeff Hansen's shoes. Apparently, the thought will be superstitious.
It caused her to miss, so we can blame you.
You know what Barker's free throw percentage is coming into tonight?
Oh, man. It is, was it 96%?
96%.
96%.
Split that trip on those Chick-fil-A free throws. Of course, our Copper Hills free throws brought to you by Chick-fil-A. I want to thank them for their sponsorship of Copper Hills basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network. 7 apiece. Boy, tough shot there. Rebounded.
Oh, staying
but
with it.
Taken away. Oh, that one came out.
It's halfway down.
Skinner is fouled. Boy, a couple looks here for Ridgeline. Good job crashing the boards.
Absolutely, keeping that ball alive for them, securing another possession for themselves.
Ledger here called for her first.
They called that one on the ground.
I think Skinner thought that was.
Thought that should have been shooting, huh?
Yep.
Another corner.
That three off the mark. Another offensive board. That pass deflected by Barker. Jenks able to stay with it. In the corner with Abby Hobbs. That shot high off the window from Munford. And now Copper Hills. Ledger into paint, kicks out. A three on the way. That one good. Ayla Marston able to hit the Vunami three, and Copper Hills takes a 3-point lead.
Great cross-court pass there, finding her teammate. Great shot.
Ayla with 5 here in this first quarter. Inside a minute to go. Skinner will try this three. I was just thinking she had not scored tonight. That's the first points for Emily Skinner.
Matched it right up. What a good shot.
Yeah, confident shot. You think you have it defended, but Marston gives to Barker. She'll pull. That shot won't go. Skinner the board. End to end. That wouldn't go down. And then a foul here in the backcourt with 14 seconds left. It's going to be on Smith.
Skinner came with some urgency on that one. She wanted that one.
$14 seconds left here, opening quarter. 10 apiece. Marston. Over to Ledger. That was disrupted. Ledger, can she get a shot away? No. And the first quarter expires. 10-10. Copper Hills Ridgeline tied up after one. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter. 10-10. Ridgeline, Copper Hills tied up. Dane Stewart, Sharon Mason with you. Copper Hills basketball. Here's Barker, defended by Skinner. That's been the matchup in this first half. Frazier the drive, she gets fouled. And this may be on Skinner. Nope, it's on Brown, her second. Creer working to Ledger, trying to get that inside. Boy, nice job fronting that pass.
Absolutely. I think that's the beauty of what Ridgeline's doing because they're keeping that ball pressure on. It's going to make it hard for Copper Hills. I think you can pick up a foul here or there just by keeping up that ball pressure because it's going to create more turnovers.
Frazier working back with Marston. Aspen in between a double team there. Here's Ledger. Marston, she'll try the three. No. Skinner with a running start. And Skinner able to finish.
Just pushed that ball, looking for her teammates, found the open lane.
Marston, the other end. Oh, just a touch strong.
That was a good move on her part. Good recognition of the defense.
Yeah, did everything right. That one just a little long. Skinner, her three. No. Marston trying to take advantage here. Has Ledger in the corner. Works to the rim. And that's going to stay here. We've got a substitution coming on. Yeah.
A little late, but we'll take it.
Taylor Johnson coming on for Copper Hills and Brooke Smith on for Ridgeline. Coach, I know you've done that once or twice. Come on. Here's Barker. Working away from that screen. Got the first step just off the back of the rim.
Well, the lane was open for the taking.
Skinner looking to drive through the lane in the reverse.
What a move.
And you see why she is so difficult to guard. Man.
Such a versatile player. She could do a lot of different things.
As a quick couple points here from Skinner pushes the lead to 4 for Ridgeline. 6:20 to go, opening half. We'll step aside. You're watching Copper Hills basketball here on the Rewind Sport. Copper Hills basketball. Marston. Ledger around the screen, kicks out, 3 from Johnson. They've made a couple of those early off of similar looks.
Absolutely.
Good start shooting.
It's been from the drive when they're driving and then kicking out, finding their teammate. Drawing that defense in.
It's another Vunami 3. A reminder, Vunami powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Skinner, oh, what a pass. Threaded it. Down the paint, no. Frazier with the rebound.
Ooh.
Skinner with the steal. And one.
And a great finish.
Emily Skinner, you get that defender in the air, and that's one of the things Coach Timpson talked about, trying to stay down, right?
Absolutely. You can't draw foul with her because Coach Timpson said she's going to get hers, right? So you don't want to put yourself in even more trouble by getting yourself in foul trouble.
Skinner at the line, a very good free throw shooter herself, 87%. She's got 10 points, and there's 5:20 to go in the half.
And that's all been within the last about 4 minutes.
Yeah, 7 in this quarter. And remember, she hit that 3 with like a minute to go. So
yeah.
Just when you think you're doing a good job on Emily Skinner, she plays 3 minutes and is in double figures. Marston from the corner. No. Trying to get the clear. Here's Jenks. Around that screen from Skinner in the lane. That deflected. And a timeout taken here. Good call there by Coach Timpson. Getting a little bit of trouble there.
Absolutely. Make sure you secure that possession for your team.
We want to take a moment, just thank our sponsors of Copper Hills basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network. At the end of the game, Coach Mason's going to have a real privilege. She'll get to choose our ETT Apparel Player of the Game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill at ETT Apparel. We specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your customer apparel needs. Find us online at www.ettapparel.com. Also want to thank Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer. Located in West Valley and PG, Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best, from the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan. Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find them online at soccerpost.com. That timeout brought to you by our friends at Soccer Post. Barker out with Marston. Ayler the drive and fouled. Coach Jenks wanted a jump ball there.
Absolutely. That was a great drive, though, by Copper Hills. Taking it right to the basket, drawing that foul in.
Marston here at the line, hits the first. She's a very confident three-point shooter, but I love that she's been in attack mode tonight and trying to get to the rim.
Absolutely. How many free throws is that for her? Is that 4?
I'm sorry, what?
How many free throws is that for her?
I have her 2.
Is that only 2?
Creer made a pair and Barker split a trip. Of course, those free throws again sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Worked over, corner 3 from Smith is good.
Great screen by her teammate right there to make sure she was open. A good pass.
And now 5 different scores for these Riverhawks through a quarter and a half. Marston works near side, Abby Bush. And that, could not be kept. Johnson just stepped on the line there.
It's the 3rd time that's happened this game.
Yeah. They're going to be asking if this gym is regulation size, right?
Absolutely, especially because she hustled after the ball.
Smith. Back with Jenks. Skinner trying to set up in the block. Good denial by Marston. In the corner. Another 3 is good.
Corner.
Those corner 3s are daggers right now for Ridgeline.
They're getting them.
The 4th 3 of the game for the Riverhawks. And it's an 8-point lead, their largest of the game. Frazier working hard inside. They can't get to the ball. Worked around. Johnson. Shot clock inside 10. Out of the corner. Bush gives to Barker. Got to make something happen. Frazier with the shot. That's off the mark. Skinner. Eyes up the floor.
They are pushing the ball, finding their teammates. That's good basketball.
And another Soccer Post timeout taken here as Ridgeline has opened up what's been a 15-5 second quarter advantage and a 10-point lead. Timeout. We'll step aside and be back. You're watching Ridgeline basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, brought to you by ETT Apparel, Soccer Post, Vunami, and Chick-fil-A. Coach, been a surge here from Ridgeline. Dane Stewart, Coach Sharon Mason, if you're in that huddle for the Copper Hills, what are you telling your team right now down 10?
I'm telling them one possession at a time, right? Like we can't, there's no 10-point play, 15-point play. We just got to take it one possession at a time and find our groove. So hopefully Copper Hills can do that here. Just be patient together on offense and do something good on defense.
Little zone look. It's been a good defense for Ridgeline. Shot clock again inside 10. And Skinner with the steal. Bush able to knock it away. Kept here. Skinner shot won't go. Cleared by Barker.
Great hustle there by Jinx.
How do you try to attack this zone? Because they're pulling it out. They haven't been able to really get it inside. How do you try to attack this, Coach?
I wonder if they could have some cutters maybe cutting through the middle, see if they can get the ball to the middle. One of their back players maybe cutting, up in there, like, is that Frazier?
Yeah.
Frazier just did.
Ridgeline extending the pressure that time. Back in that zone.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Well, inside out. On the 3, Marston, no. A rebound to Munford and a foul called here on Copper Hills. Abby Bush called for her first.
And that's one of the things that Ridgeline's known for, is having that pressure. So they've got to find ways that they were doing before of driving and kicking to their open player. Hopefully Copper Hills can do that.
And at that point, I mean, you get a good look on that same thing, right? You go high post, you kick it out.
Absolutely. Get that good look.
Skinner calling for it. She's got it now. Gives over. Jenks, her three, rimmed out. Offensive board. Skinner able to free up some space. That shot wouldn't go. It's Copper Hills' ball.
She's a hard player to defend. That was pretty good defense on her.
Yeah, I mean, the ability to create that shot. Here's Marston. In the paint. Bush. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Abby trying to drive, lost it.
It's a good idea.
Ridgeline on the run. Inside and scored. It's Abby Munford.
Another fast break.
Shot clock turned off. 3 seconds to go. Barker puts it up at the horn. Won't go. And we will head to the half. 27-15. Ridgeline with a 12-point lead at the break. You're watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network, presented by ETT Apparel, Soccer Post, Vunami, and Chick-fil-A. With you 27-15, Copper Hills trailing Ridgeline. Wow, what a second half explosion for the Riverhawks, Coach.
Yeah, that second quarter was big for Ridgeline.
They come out, here's another three, and that has been a play that has worked for them the entire ball game.
Absolutely, they're finding that cross-court pass and being able to hit that shot.
If you're Copper Hills, you've seen a number of threes go down. I mean, you got to love that, right? Marston, just take the two, get back to your system, and run your stuff.
Do what you can do, right?
Yeah.
Control the controllables.
Here's Skinner on the drive, no, and fouled.
She tried to draw a charge there, though. What number was that? What Copper Hills girl was that?
It was called on Johnson, so it'll be 2 free throws here for Skinner. Coach, I know you had familiarity with Emily a little bit coming in. What has maybe impressed you most about her game tonight?
I think, honestly, that she knows what she's capable of, and she doesn't necessarily need to take over the game, but she can if she needs to, because she's going to do what she needs to for her team to win, or at least for her team to have the most success possible.
I mean, I think you think about that spurt. You talked about it. End of the first quarter, started the second, 3 minutes or whatnot, went for 10 points. Just
Absolutely.
Like, boom.
Just changed the game.
But yet, she finished with 10, right? So, like, she's very content to let others get going. And
I think that's what makes a good leader, that a good teammate that is willing to do what they need to for the team.
This inside, that's a good take by Barker, able to draw the contact. And
she's a smart player. She can see those lanes.
And that's the thing. I think we just have her with 3 points, speaking of Barker. And Skinner's been defending her. It's been tough for her to get open, really.
Right, to even get the looks at the basket.
Yeah. Frazier trying to go off the window, no. And rebound brought in by Smith. Jenks works to the corner. Another corner three.
Yep.
Brown with 11. That's her third three of the ball game.
Got to get hands up on her for sure.
And I have it unofficially the 6th for Ridgeline. So 18 of their 35 points coming from beyond the arc.
More than half.
Well, that's the spread right now. Barker working off that screen, taking that left hand. You see Skinner coming up defensively. Made Skyley adjust that shot. A little strong. Barker with the board. Copper Hills was able to score in that first quarter when they were able to push it. They really haven't been able to get out on the run since then.
No,
Coach.
they haven't. Ridgeline's been kind of staying out in that backcourt a little bit. It's making it harder for them to get going and get running. Whereas Ridgeline's been pushing the ball a lot more too.
There's a baseline J. That gets the roll for Smith. Creer works back to Marston. Marston in the paint, looking. Barker, the drive baseline, lost it.
Got swiped low by one of those Ridgeline girls.
And we've got a timeout going to be taken here by Ridgeline. Timeout, Riverhawks, 5 to play, in control. 5 to go, Ridgeline to inbound.
Watch that corner.
Skinner down the lane. And a dual possession here. The arrow will give it to Copper Hills.
See what Copper Hills can do on this offensive possession.
I mean, offensively, Coach, it feels like they've just struggled to be able to get good looks. I mean, shot clock has been winding down. Like, how would you try to penetrate this Ridgeline D? Is there a man here?
Well, again, I feel like what we talked about what they were doing in the first quarter, where they're trying to drive and kick. And if you got to have a high screen so that they can drive down that middle and try and kick out, I think that could be beneficial for them.
And they've had some open looks like that. They just haven't been able to get them to fall. This one kept. Marston gives to Barker, and we've got a foul.
Oh, yeah, she's fouled on the 3.
So Barker going to go to line. This was actually, when we were in that last timeout, it's one of the things you and I talked about. Barker, see if she can get some contact, get to the line. When you have a tough shooting night, I mean, how big can that be just to get to the line and see a couple go in?
Absolutely. If you can see the ball go in, it can reset your mental psyche, you know? She's with that 96% free throw shooter, then hopefully that'll give her some boost to go score for her team.
So 3 free throws here for Barker. He's made the first 2, has 1 more. Of course, reminder, these free throws brought to you by Chick-fil-A. If you ever feel the need for chicken, there's nowhere better. But I'll tell you, their desserts. Oh, man, their desserts. That cookie, big fan.
Chick-fil-A is where it's at.
Skinner will pull from 15 off the back of the rim. This one disrupted. Barker with the
good
steal.
defense there, Copper Hills. Stop that corner.
Barker, look at her go end-to-end.
Excellent.
That's the Skyly Barker we've been accustomed to seeing all year.
That aggressive move, she should take that in, because the worst thing that's going to happen, she gets fouled.
Yep.
96% free throw.
Well, and we talk about Skinner's D, but if you've got her beat, don't let her reset. Just go,
Just
right?
go. Yep, absolutely.
Past the midway point here this third quarter. Worked around. Jenks from the corner. No,
Good
off
rebound.
the floor. Gathered by Johnson. Trying to get it to Frazier. Well, I don't know how she kept her balance there.
Yeah.
Here's Barker, the 3.
Another one. Good ball movement there by Copper Hills to get her that open look.
And now Skyly Barker getting going. She's got 8 points in the quarter, 11 in the game. And this 20-point lead has been cut to 12. And Ridgeline now going to take a timeout as Copper Hills leading scorer finding her rhythm.
Way to rally, Copper Hills.
3:11 to go. Another Vunami timeout. We'll step aside. Another soccer post timeout. We'll step aside and be back after this. Welcome back. I have to apologize to our sponsors. I am all over the map tonight. It's got to be the higher elevation here in Cache Valley. But
we're feeling it.
We missed Barker, her Vunami 3. Again, Vunami powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at Vunami.com. And, of course, that soccer post timeout. See if Copper Hills, the defense has been there these last few possessions. See if they get another stop here. Skinner working into the corner. Here's Hobbs. Skinner trying to split through and fouled here.
Was persistent on her part to get that move.
Barker here called for the foul. Wasn't even that time Skinner was like she was reading, is that double team coming or not? You going to commit or not? Because there's a little leeway, she's able to split it.
That's hard to read. I mean, that just shows what a great player she is, because that's a hard read.
Makes the first one more. Of course, Skinner committed to Duke. 2 for 2. Been a while since we've sent a player to the state, or since the state has sent a player to Duke. Frank Jackson on the boys' side a number of years ago. And now Emily Skinner.
Both boys, or women's and men's Duke teams are so amazing to watch.
You know, I'll have to get over. I've got a little gripe with Duke. Back in the early 2000s, there was the soda cap game. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
I got Duke one year, and both the men and women's teams were like top 10. I was like, oh, I'm getting a jersey. This
Absolutely.
is awesome. They both got upset in the tournament.
Oh, shoot.
So I've held a little grudge for Duke, but I won't blame anyone for choosing to go there. It's a great school.
Absolutely. To get an education there,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Let alone to play ball there,
yeah.
You know. And this one out of play. It'll stay with Ridgeline. Skinner into that corner.
That is hard to defend.
I mean, that's one of their best plays tonight, has been the corner three.
They've drawn that defense into the middle and then kicked out.
Inside of 2 to go here in the third. Barker, double team coming down, worked out of it. Barker, and an offensive foul.
Ooh. It's a tough call.
Going to go on Creer. She'll come off the floor as Frazier checking in here for Coach Timpson. Good defense there by Barker. Skinner able to pull it, no. And a loose ball foul will go back to the Grizz.
That was good defense right there on Skinner by Barker. It's kind of contained her in there.
Ledger over with Marston. Frazier. Abby finding Aspen. Great work.
Great pass and a good finish by Frazier. Hopefully that'll get her going.
Into the corner. That one was short. Actually off the mark, kind of kicked out awkwardly off the glass. Skinner, and it got a tie up. Good defensive play there by Copper Hills. Arrow will keep it here.
Got to be worried about that corner.
Yep. Jenks will drive. No. That pass deflected. They get it back and score. Barker drawing the contact. That's one way to free Skyley up, right? If they're going to play man, you get a high pick and
Absolutely.
Make them switch, right?
Yeah, let them get going downhill, and then if they get stopped, then you can kick back out to the shooters on the outside. I think that's a great way to get that offense going.
Barker back to the line here. A pair of free throws for Skyley. After what was a low-scoring first half, she's found her rhythm here in this third quarter. A pair of Chick-fil-A free throws hit.
Such a good free throw shooter.
Skinner, tough shot and fouled. And Barker's like, I'm straight up.
Yeah, she's not wanting that foul on her. They debating the time? Is it before the time is up?
They call it on Barker. So they're going to put .5 on here. So pair of free throws here for Skinner. Hit them both. Final play, and they won't get it off. 46-29, Ridgeline with the lead as we head to the fourth quarter after this. Welcome back, start of the fourth quarter. Dane Stewart, Sharon Mason with you. 46-29, Ridgeline leading Copper Hills. Copper Hills starting with the ball. Here's Ledger. Gives to Abby. She'll try the three. No.
It was a good look. Decent penetration there. Kick out for that three.
Into the corner. Worked up with Brown. Skinner defended by Barker. That shot off the mark. Offensive board is good.
Those offensive boards are killers.
I feel like in the first quarter, the boards were probably even, maybe slight edge to Copper Hills. Since that point, Ridgeline's been solid on the glass.
They've been relentless on those boards. I mean, that's a whole other possession if you get an offensive board.
Yeah. And another illegal screen called here. This will be on Frazier. (48-29). Brown. Skinner coming off that handoff. No. And Bush with the rebound. Frazier gives back to Barker. She's looking to drive, and she's fouled.
It's good getting downhill. That's working for Copper Hills.
And I think Skylie's been very decisive in the second half, right? Like, get it and go.
Absolutely. I like to see that aggressiveness out of her. Especially if she's getting to the line.
Makes the free throw here. She was, by my count, 4 for 4 from the line in the third. She makes that one. Has one more. Jenks. Works over. Drive there off the glass, no. Skinner comes away with it. Reset the shot clock there. Skinner, good defense by Frazier.
Absolutely. Good high hands.
And Skinner takes it back. She'll try the long three. No. There's just no give up, right?
She's just everywhere. Yeah.
Barker down the lane and fouled.
Ridgeline fans don't seem to like that one.
Yeah, I don't think Skinner liked that one either. She's got fouls to give, though. It'll be okay.
Yeah, she's fine.
So 2 more here for Barker.
If you're Ridgeline, that's definitely not the player you want at the line.
No. She keeps this up, she's going to find herself in an official UHSAA form at the end of the year.
For sure. Breaking records.
Here's Skinner. Brown on the drive, left it short, out of play. It's Copper Hills basketball. And Copper Hills looking for a timeout.
Calling for it.
Yep. They'll take it. Take a moment here and just remind you our timeout brought to you by Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer. Located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove, Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find them online at www.soccerpost.com. And of course, want to remind you, at the end of the game, Coach Mason will select our ETT Apparel player of the game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill. At ETT Apparel, we specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your customer apparel needs. Find them online at www.ettapparel.com. Coach, any candidates for our ETT Apparel Player of the Game?
Oh, I'm thinking of a few. Do I say their names? I mean, I think Marston, told you this earlier, I think Marston's doing a good job of just doing the little things. She's been very impressive to me. And of course, Barker, she's keeping their team together right now.
Yeah. Back to that zone here, Ridgeline. Barker, a little baseline J is good.
Good for her.
This is that rhythm we've been accustomed to seeing her play within.
Absolutely.
Skinner downhill, no, too strong. Here come the Grizz.
That's one of the things they're known for, is pushing that ball.
It's an 11-point game here, 4 to go. Into the corner, Brown. 8 left on the shot clock. Skinner will send back to Reagan. Got to get a shot up. Skinner into the corner, double team, won't get it off. That Copper Hills defense with back-to-back stops.
Great defense by Copper Hills right there. It was awesome to see them just stepping up for their teammates.
They have a chance to get it down to single digits here. Johnson gives it back to Marston. Ayla on the drive and fouled. Marston will head to the free throw line. Two big free throws here for Marston and Copper Hills. Oh, just short.
Seems like they found more success when they're penetrating and taking it in.
Second of these Chick-fil-A free throws for Marston. Good. 10-point game. Jenks. And we've got a timeout taken here by Ridgeline. Timeout, Riverhawks. We'll step aside, be back. Watching Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. Ridgeline basketball leading by 10. They led by as many as 20. Inside three to go. Smith dribbling out of the corner with Skinner. 10 left on the shot clock. Skinner, a little bit of room. She'll pull from 15. No. Rebound there by Copper Hills. Marston on the run. Up with Creer. Barker, she'll drive, floated up. No.
It's a good push by Copper Hills. I love that floater shot that Barker has.
Well, that would have been a big bucket to continue to put pressure on this Ridgeline team.
Cut it down to single digits.
Skinner will come up. Shot clock down to 10. Inside, 2 to go in regulation. Skinner around the screen. And I thought that was another shot clock violation.
2 in a row.
Copper Hills defense, they're getting stops. What have you seen differently in them, Coach?
I think just that pressure. I mean, they're just staying up on it, and the backside defense is rotating over to the middle, so they're not having those clean looks. I mean, to get 2 stops like that in a row on a shot clock violation, that's huge momentum for Copper Hills right here.
Well, and not only that, I mean, we talked about in that second quarter where it was like 3, 4, 5 possessions where shot clock inside 10, right? And now Ridgeline's living that dream,
Absolutely.
And that Copper Hills defense has made it much more difficult. Not giving up those open looks.
As a team, I mean, that's team defense right there. That's great.
And that's where you talk about, look, 10 points, $145, may not be in the cards tonight, but that's an element you can be like, guys, when we lock down, right,
Absolutely.
and play with this intensity, like that's something you can build off of.
Look what we can do, yeah. Granted, I mean, in a basketball game, a minute 45, that's still a lot of game to play. No?
It is, but in a shot clock, right,
Absolutely.
like you can wind that off.
For sure.
You really need a minimum of 4 possessions at this point, right? That's could be tough to fit in. But I want to remind you, this timeout brought to you by Soccer Post. It's the holiday season. If you've got a soccer fan in your life, go check out Soccer Post in Pleasant Grove in West Jordan, or check them out online at soccerpost.com. Holiday season, of course, if you're a basketball fan, we've got games all week, every day the rest of this week, including Saturday right here on KSLSports.com, as we'll keep you up to speed with all the action going on, boys and girls across the state. Copper Hills basketball. High post, Marston. Looking for Barker. She'll drive here. Off the window, too strong. Loose ball captured by Skinner. Copper Hills has 3 fouls to give, as we really haven't had foul trouble all game long. This skipped across. Here's an open 3 from Jenks. No. And that one tapped out by Johnson, gathered by Marston. It was 37-17. It's been a 21-11 run for Copper Hills. Barker around that screen. Able to be kept here. And
trying to make it go.
Yep. inside a minute.
Ridgeline's going to use their time now.
Gotta love the fight back from Copper Hills.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think that just shows the character of their team.
Well, again, I think it's okay, guys. So, look, here's some things we learned, right?
Absolutely.
And again, in your non-region and out of conference game, great time to learn those things as Jenkins on the drive and finish.
Especially going against a great team like Ridgeline that's going to be solid in their classification.
No one's going to look at this game and question, well, what is Copper Hills, right? Like, you're playing one of the best teams in the state in Ridgeline.
Absolutely. I mean, it's only going to benefit Copper Hills in the future.
And again, I think it's one where, guys, the first half, we would acknowledge not our best half, right? But that midway point of that third quarter, kind of started to chip away, work back. As at the line here for Copper Hills is Elise Southworth, the junior. Missed the first. One more here on these Chick-fil-A free throws for Southworth. There you go, in the score on the score sheet tonight. Skinner splits it, and that will do it. Balance for Ridgeline tonight as they're able to defeat Copper Hills 50-39. Coach, your final thoughts, and then a selection of our player of the game.
Well, like we were just talking about, I think that in the long run, this is going to be a great game for Copper Hills. It's going to be one of those things that teaches them a lot about themselves as a team, but then also the little things that they need to really focus in on and improve for the future. I mean, Ridgeline's a good team. It's going to be fun to see what they do in their classification moving forward. I mean, overall, it was a good, solid effort. I really appreciate the defense on both sides. Both teams played with a lot of pressure, and I love to see that kind of defense. So overall, I mean, good game.
Player of the game, who you got?
So I'm going to go with Marston. As I said before, I just loved watching the little things that she did. She hustled throughout the whole entire game. I think she did some good things offensively and kind of kept her team going, especially in that first half when they were struggling. But then in the second half, we noticed, I mean, there was times where she was guarding Skinner. There was times that she was just in there for a rebound. There's times that she's setting that screen to try and get Barker open. I really liked the nitty-gritty of how she played tonight.
Congratulations, Ayla Marston, our ETT Apparel Player of the Game. 50-39 your final score as Ridgeline defeats Copper Hills. Coach, thanks for joining us. It was great to have you here tonight.
Such a fun experience. Thank you so much for having me.
We'll do it again. For Vince Francis, Coach Sharon Mason, my name is Dane Stewart. Thanks for joining us here on Copper Hills Basketball, live on the Rewind Sports Network. And, of course, want to thank all of our sponsors one more time who make this possible, including ETT Apparel, Soccer Post, Vunami, Chick-fil-A. We can't do it without them. Support our sponsors who support us. For everyone here, thanks for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you next time on KSLSports.com.